we're back in the room, and he's saying, you need a heart transplant.
I sort of knew before something was going on. The medic said you're having an event, but when that ER doctor said you're having a heart attack, it hit me. I think I started crying, and and the next thing I remember is waking up, and my 3 daughters were there, and they're bawling their eyes out. That's the image, like when this whole thing started, that's what I remembered. They're bawling their eyes out. And I just said, I gotta make changes. I didn't know what the changes were gonna be at that time, but I knew I had to make changes.
It was terrifying. We had just adopted Shelby. She was just a few months old, and hearing that he needed a heart transplant it was like the bottom dropped out of your world.
What's so exciting now is that we know that chronic disease can be reversed. So it isn't just about prevention, but we can reverse existing heart disease, diabetes, other chronic diseases, and that's really exciting.
Well, over time, we found that 4 key elements are important in reversing not only heart disease, but most chronic diseases. What we eat, which is essentially a whole foods plant-based diet that's low in fat and sugar, moderate exercise, like walking a half an hour a day, various stress management techniques, including meditation and yoga-based stretching, and what we call social support, which is really love and intimacy, or support groups.
Going through the group support, I learned empathy, I guess, and active listening. I'm a much better listener, and I am very, I think the word is empathetic, or I empathize with people. And I realize how important that is, because I needed it and I found the value in it, and so I was able to do that with others.
Within 60 days, when I got down to Indianapolis to IU, they did another test, and my heart function was back up to 55. So it's like, they're even like, why are you here? Why do you need, you don't need a heart transplant? I'm like, right on, that's good for me.
We know that 80% of chronic disease can be prevented, better managed, and in many cases reversed by lifestyle choices. And we believe that it's our responsibility, that health care needs first to be about health.
We found that when you change your lifestyle, it changes your genes, over 500 genes in just 3 months, turning on the genes that keep you healthy and down-regulating or turning off the genes that cause these chronic diseases.
So that modifies even our inherited genetic risk. I think if they see that multiple members of their family have died of heart disease or diabetes, or they just tend to think that that's inevitable, that's the cards I was dealt. And now when we can show them that isn't the case, that doesn't have to be the case, that the genes aren't their destiny, their choices are.